go! Got the PNW win! W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Oh my gosh. That one just aged me. But we're getting better. Shoot. Good win. Win's a win. So keep on rolling.
Sophie Cunningham just put her own teammates on blast in the most savage way possible. The Indiana Fever might have secured their 5th straight win, but the real headline is the drama over ball movement. Cunningham was lights out from deep, while the rest of the squad went ice cold, and she's not holding back about it. From the opening tip, tensions were clear. Check the jump ball. She gets up, uses the off arm to push off on Cunningham. Now the question is, was Sophie Cunningham right to be frustrated when the team stopped feeding her while she was on fire? The Fever's 5-game winning streak is nothing short of miraculous, climbing the standings at a pace nobody saw coming. But behind the celebrations, there's growing tension over selfish plays and bad shot selection. And Cunningham is speaking out in a way that's bound to make some teammates uncomfortable. Let's break down what really went down in Seattle, and why Sophie Cunningham might have every reason to be furious after a game that should have been a blowout, but turned into a 78-74 nail-biter, thanks to some brutal decision-making that nearly cost the Fever everything.
The jump ball, she gets up. Yeah. Oh yeah, she uses the off arm to push off on Cunningham.
Here's where things get wild. Sophie Cunningham was straight up unconscious from deep, drilling 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. That's 80% from 3. 80%. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, brutal 0-4-17 from 3-point range, 0-4-17, let that sink in. One player is shooting lights out, hitting nearly everything she throws up. And somehow the teammates who can't buy a bucket are still jacking up more shots than the one actually carrying the offense.
Been a perfect fit at the stretch 4. Cunningham connects on a 3.
The most frustrating part, according to sharp-eyed fans, is that the Fever basically froze Sophie out in the 3rd quarter. She's shooting 80% from deep, and somehow they just stopped feeding her the ball. That's not bad basketball, that's basketball ignorance. When someone is that hot, you run the offense through them until the rim finally cools off. That's day one stuff. But here's the real kicker. The issue isn't just the lack of passing, it's who is taking all those shots instead. Kelsey Mitchell put up one of the roughest shooting nights you'll ever see from a pro. She finished 3-4-16 from the field and a brutal 0-4-8 from 3 in 29 minutes. 0-4-8. Meanwhile, Sophie's sitting there, 4-4-5 from deep, probably wondering why the rock isn't coming her way.
Jump ball, she gets up. Yeah. Oh yeah, she uses the off arm to push off on Cunningham.
The coaching decisions in this game were nothing short of mind-boggling. How do you watch Kelsey Mitchell go 0-4-8 from 3 and still leave her out there for 29 minutes? How do you see Sophie Cunningham hitting 80% from deep and not run the entire offense through her? Stephanie White nearly coached the Fever out of a win with some of the most questionable rotations and game management you'll ever witness. And here's the kicker. This wasn't stat padding in garbage time. This was a tight game where every single possession counted. The Fever had a comfortable lead in the 4th, and instead of managing the clock and finding high-percentage shots, they let players fire up bad threes early in the shot clock. Oh, that's not winning basketball. It's selfish basketball.